Was Brad Pitt's mom the reason he and Angelina Jolie got divorced? Okay, we have to say this off the bat. When we researched this topic, we noticed the words "mama's boy" came up. It's an interesting label for Brad Pitt. The movie star is known for being a badass action hero. But one woman makes Brad's knees shake. And no, it's not Mrs. Smith. Jane Pitt has been described as one tough cookie. She's always been there for her beautiful boy. She also does her best to guide and help him.
Don't believe all the hype you read about yourself, honey. Actually, you're a short, overweight ball guy.
So when Brad became a big Hollywood star, his mom supported him with her chest. And up until now, they're two peas in a pod. Once, for Jane's birthday, Brad flew the family to his Southern California home for a lavish Mexican dinner and sunny days on the beach. But that's not all. Brad Pitt's parents traveled in style, private jet style. A source close to the family said Jane was very touched. But while the rest of the family celebrated, Brad's kids were nowhere to be seen. Why did they miss their grandma's 80th birthday party? It's no secret that over the years, Brangelina's love story became sour. They went from on and off-screen lovebirds who couldn't keep their hands off each other to a messy public divorce and nasty legal battles. And then the kids got involved. Like, really involved. The ex-couple's son, Pax, once posted an Instagram story where he trash-talked his dad. For Father's Day 2020, Pax was kind enough to call Brad a world-class asshole and a f***ing awful human being. Yikes. And in the custody battle, Angelina accused Brad of physical violence. Then, some sources spread rumors that it wasn't true and she was coercing the children into lying in court. When the judge granted both parents joint custody, Angelina told the press that the judge was biased towards Brad. The whole thing was so messed up. At the time, Brad confessed that he was overdoing the booze. His habit got out of hand.
Because I'm addicted.
So when he and Angelina started arguing more and more every day, he would lose his temper in drunken stupors.
Sorry, hon.
Okay.
No, I got it.
That led to the highly publicized plane scandal with their other son, Maddox, in 2016.
Witnesses say Brad Pitt appeared to be drunk and in a rage when the plane landed. He reportedly continued his rant on the tarmac and even tried driving away in a fuel truck.
Details of what actually happened during the 8-hour flight were not made public until years later in an FBI report. Pitt choked one of the children and struck another in the face, the filing states, adding that at one point, he grabbed Jolie by the head and shook her. Additionally, the filing mentions that he poured beer on Jolie. At another, he poured beer and red wine on the children. And the family drama didn't end there. Of course, Brad's mom had an opinion about the divorce.
Brad's mother, Jane Pitt, is absolutely furious at her daughter-in-law's brutal attack on her son's reputation.
Firstly, Jane was super sad because since the divorce, she hadn't seen the kids much. But more than that, Brad's mom will never forgive Angelina. Jane says the actress put the family through the most. And more than that, Jane thinks her son was treated in a cruel and manipulative way. An insider shared, Brad's had to beg his mom not to jump on a plane to confront Angie numerous times, but she wants to look her in the eye and give a piece of her mind. And on top of that, Jane blames Angelina for ruining her son's life.
Am I a bad person?
Sometimes.
Believe it or not, this isn't the first time Jane and Angelina have butted heads. It first came to our attention that Angelina had mother-in-law drama when Jane wrote her 2012 anti-gay letter. That was when Barack Obama was running for president. Jane basically said don't vote for Obama because he doesn't hold on to Christian beliefs. It was a huge deal because Brad and Angelina have always been openly supportive of the LGBTQIA+ community. So, what did Jane's daughter-in-law think of that? Well, according to an insider, Angelina has told Brad he must educate his mother, but Brad is too much of a mama's boy. Word on the block is that Brad always tried to stop Angelina from confronting his mom about certain topics. But that's not the only reason Brad's mom and ex-wife clashed. There was once a time when Angelina felt so disrespected by her mother-in-law. As you know, the former couple's daughter, Shiloh, has her own style. She rocks that tomboy look, but her Grammy doesn't really roll with that. Apparently, Jane insisted on buying princess and fairy dresses for younger Shiloh. Angelina found this so disrespectful.
I'm happy that they're able to have some fun with it and not take it too seriously and start to explore themselves even with their fashion.
Oh, and who could forget the whole love triangle with Jennifer Aniston? After Brad and Jennifer got divorced, he started dating Angelina. Fans everywhere were in a heated battle of Team Jen versus Team Angie. The rumor mill even created a whole thing about how Jane actually prefers Jennifer. One publication released a story saying Pitt's mom found Jolie difficult. She never visits the family in Missouri and is always prickly on the rare occasions they have got together. Jennifer was the total opposite. Charming, friendly, and the perfect daughter-in-law, the quote read. Ouch, what a sting. So what do you think? Is Brad Pitt's mom the reason for his divorce from Angelina? That's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Be well and be kind.